Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Phil Velayo and I will be your lead instructor for the series of courses that we will host in Alaska. First and foremost, thank you for choosing my team and me as a source of education on your long-range precision shooting journey. In today's world of awesome and exceptional shooting instructors, we are truly honored that you've decided to come train with us. We understand that your time is your most valuable asset, and we're committed to maximizing every single moment together to deliver an unparalleled training experience, starting with this video. The goal of this video is to introduce the instructor team and get to know them, but really it's more about breaking the ice. I know it can be a little intimidating when signing for a class and you're unfamiliar with your instructors, but here's the thing. No matter what our backgrounds are, we're just regular people like you. Sons, brothers, fathers, we put on our pants one leg at a time, just like everyone else. We just happen to love what we do and love teaching it to people who are just as excited about it as we are. With that being said, I will kick it off. Again, my name is Phil Velayo. I was born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska. My parents immigrated from the Philippines in the 70s, so I'm a first generation Filipino American. My mom is one of 11, so you can probably tell how big my family is. I grew up in the Sand Lake area, attending Sand Lake Elementary, Mears Middle School, and Diamond High School. I spent my summers on the Kenai River with my family, and the winter years on the ice rinks of Anchorage playing ice hockey for the Anchorage Hockey Association. After my freshman year, I moved to Las Vegas where I ended up graduating high school. And in 2007, at the ripe age of 18 years old, I enlisted in the Marine Corps to become an infantryman. And it was the first time that I'd ever shot a rifle. And to this day, I contribute my success with a precision rifle due to the fact that I had no preconceived notions on how to shoot a rifle. I just literally listened to what my primary instructor, marksmanship instructor, was teaching me and applied everything that he taught me to a T. I always tell people that I accidentally became a scout sniper because honestly I had zero ambitions or intentions of becoming one at all. And in 2008, after a grueling 4-day selection process, I was selected to join the scout sniper community where I absolutely fell in love with the craft. I ended up doing a little over 10 years in the Marine Corps, all of which I spent as a Marine Corps scout sniper, holding every billet from radio operator through scout sniper, platoon commander during my time at 1st Battalion, 4th Marines. My last 3 years of service, I spent as the primary marksmanship instructor at the 1st Marine Division Scout Sniper Schoolhouse aboard Camp Pendleton, California, along with John and Matt, who you'll meet shortly. This is where I continue to fall in love with the craft of teaching and precision rifle shooting. In 2015, I was exposed to precision rifle competitions. I attended my first local competition in 2016 with a huge ego after having completed all the other Scout Sniper schools as the high shooter. And after that match, I quickly realized that I'm not as good as I think I am. But it definitely lit a fire in me that I still have today. During my time at the schoolhouse, my goal was to bridge the gap between civilian competitive shooters and the Scout Sniper community, taking what I felt was practical to our craft and teaching it to my students to hopefully shape the Scout Sniper program. Ultimately, I got out in 2018 in order to rekindle a relationship with my daughter. I ended up moving to Cody, Wyoming, which is where I currently live, and was the training director for Gunworks Long Range University for a couple of years. This is where I learned the ins and outs of long range hunting and got my feet wet in backcountry hunting. Fast forward to today, I still compete at a pretty high level, competing in precision rifle and NRL hunter style events. In the fall, I'll spend some time in the Wyoming mountains chasing deer and elk. I will say that my passion is teaching. I just happen to teach my hobby. I'm currently going to school for my bachelor's in digital cinematography and eventually want to teach for the public education system whenever I feel like it's time to hang up the rifles. And honestly, when I'm not shooting a rifle or shooting on a camera, I love being a homebody with my family. We love just sitting down here in our basement studio watching movies together, and every now and then Claire will drag me out of the house and we'll go on a hike with our Australian Shepherd, Cloud. Guys, I'm really excited to be teaching in Alaska. It's a place that I can proudly call home. I look forward to meeting and training alongside every one of you. I'm absolutely honored to be a part of your journey into long-range precision shooting. And with that being said, I'm excited to introduce my good friend, Matt Solowynsky.
What's up, guys? Solo here. I just wanted to take a quick second in the beginning here to say thank you for signing up for the course. Really do appreciate you guys entrusting the cadre with your precision rifle training experience. I know there's a huge amount of individuals and companies that do precision rifle training, and they do really great work. I know a lot of them, have worked with a lot of them, and have been taught by some of them, and they do great stuff. So when you guys choose us, it really does mean a lot to me, and I super appreciate it, and I'm super stoked to see you guys out on the range and get some training in. With that being said, I just want to cover a little bit about myself so you guys know who I am, where I came from, and I guess basically what validates me to be a precision rifle instructor in this space, and a member of the cadre. So I've been an active duty Marine for 18 and a half years. 14 of those years I spent in the Scout Sniper community as an operator and an instructor. I have instructed at the Pre-Scout Sniper course in Camp Pendleton, California as the chief instructor. And that's really where I began my journey of being an instructor and learning how to properly instruct, formal, informal, podium and out on the range, and really teaching people how to shoot and how to understand what's really going on behind the scenes other than just pulling a trigger or cycling a bolt. From there I got orders over to Camp Pendleton, California's West Coast Scout Sniper Schoolhouse, which was really just right down the road, maybe like 5 miles. And that's actually the school that I graduated from, so it's kind of cool to come full circle all the way back. I started off as a field skills instructor there, and then I moved over to the marksmanship team on the second half of my time there, before I actually ended up getting promoted and orders at the same time to the Camp Lejeune, North Carolina Urban Sniper course and Aerial Sniper course at 2nd Expeditionary Operations Training Group, also known as 2nd EOTG, where basically, again, just teaching people how to operate in and out of urban areas, in and outside of buildings, and how to shoot out of them, and then putting them up in aircraft and teaching them how to shoot out of helicopters, which honestly sounds super cool and complicated, but it is super cool, not super complicated. It just takes a lot of work to get good at. But fortunately I had 3 years straight of doing it, so I got pretty decent at it, but could always use more practice. From there, I got selected for promotion again, and I got orders again, and I kind of got the, hey man, you can go here, here, or here, which really 2 of those options were automatic no-goes. I already knew that from the gate, so it's basically my boss giving me the opportunity to make it feel like I chose where I was going to go. But I ended up in Quantico, Virginia at the Scout Sniper Instructor course up there, which is the parent schoolhouse of all the other schoolhouses. I'm sorry, was the parent schoolhouse for all the schoolhouses when we were still active and alive. It taught the Scout Sniper Basic course, so same thing I was doing at the West Coast Schoolhouse, but it also taught the Scout Sniper Advanced course, also known as the Team Leaders course, and the Employment Officers course. So basically, we made you a sniper, sent you on your way, you got some more experience, some deployments under your belt, and then you came back and we taught you how to be a team leader and be in charge of a team, mission planning, field skills, advanced marksmanship techniques, and all the things basically to be a leader inside of your platoon. And then when the platoon commanders are going through their pipeline, or their pipeline to become an intelligence officer or ground intelligence officer, we taught them basically how to brief a Scout Sniper platoon and their capabilities and limitations to their commanders, and then how to actually manage the information cycle and the reporting and collecting of information coming from the teams in the field back to the command operations center inside of the battalion. So basically we connected all the pieces at that schoolhouse, from the top to the bottom inside of the platoon, and how to make that link from higher command down to the platoon via the platoon commander and his training while he was there with us for that short period of time. I think it's about a month long, 28 days I think. And then from there we ended up closing down the schoolhouse, as many of you probably know, because the Marine Corps shut down the sniper program altogether. But I got promoted again. I got selected for promotion before I came up, and then I was actually promoted. So in February of last year, 2024, I got bumped up to Battalion Operations Chief. So now I oversee basically all of the training, as opposed to instructing. I now facilitate to make sure that all the instructors have everything they need as far as ranges, ammo, logistics, vehicles, food, medical support, and all the other connecting pieces, basically to make sure that when they go out there and instruct and do their training, they are all covered and ready, good to go. That covers, precision rifle team, the action shooting team, the infantry marksmanship training course, the methods of entry course, and then our annual rifle qualification. We have a whole company that handles that for the lieutenants that are going through their basic pipeline to become, whatever job they're going to be, whether a platoon commander for infantry or supply or logistics or intelligence. They all go through the same pipeline and have to go through the same annual rifle training every year. Their first actual experience is here up at Quantico on our rifle ranges. Yeah, and that's really me in a nutshell. Quick down and dirty 18 and a half years. Obviously, I will retire out of Quantico. So in 2026, I will be taking off the green suit and I'll be wearing this basically for the rest of my life. And I'll be a full-fledged civilian and hopefully doing this full-time as a cadre member and cadre instructor. So again, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, shoot us an email. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Please keep your emails, or keep an eye out for your emails, sorry. We will be sending you a bunch of more emails specifically for this course and that you guys signed up for and that you guys are going to be attending. So this will be the first of many in a chain of emails basically to get you guys ready to go for the course and getting you some information ahead of time so you guys can show up ready to rock and roll. So again, other than that, appreciate you guys and look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Hey guys, John here from the Cadre. I'll be one of the instructors working with you in Alaska this summer, and I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you for choosing our team as your source for precision rifle instruction and training. Phil, Matt, and I are all very passionate about this craft, and we're truly excited to offer you a unique and engaging experience. I know that after completing one of our courses, you'll walk away feeling confident and capable behind a precision rifle. A little bit about me. I grew up in a small town, Wareham, Massachusetts. I spent most of my time in the outdoors, hunting, shooting, fishing. I played football and basketball growing up, mostly through middle school and high school. And I spent a lot of time working with my father. He was a general contractor, so I did a lot of construction with him up in the city of Boston on weekends and in the summer. My father and my grandfather were both Marines, and my grandfather served in Korea. And then my great-grandfathers, both on my mom and my father's side, served in the Army during World War II. So from a young age, I felt a pretty strong pull towards military service. That was reinforced in high school when I was working with my father, and one of the guys he had on staff at the time, Greg, he was a former Marine who had recently returned from serving in Iraq, and he encouraged me to join the Marine Corps and pursue a career in Marine reconnaissance. He knew that I was interested in becoming a Marine sniper, and he suggested that becoming a recon Marine would likely lead to the opportunity to attend sniper school. So in 2007, at 17 years old, I joined the Marine Corps, and shortly after graduating high school, I left for boot camp, and about a year after that, I graduated the basic reconnaissance course and earned the title of Recon Marine. I was assigned to 1st Recon Battalion in Camp Pendleton, California, where I did a workup and then deployed overseas. And upon returning from that deployment, just like Greg said, I was afforded the opportunity to attend Scout Sniper School. So I attended in Camp Pendleton, California, and I graduated in May of 2011, and I earned the title of Scout Sniper, which to this day is one of the most proud moments I've had in my military career up to this point. From then on, I spent most of my time at 1st Recon Battalion, training and deploying from there. However, in 2015, I spent a little time teaching at Scout Sniper School in Camp Pendleton, California, alongside Phil and a group of good guys. That's where I truly developed a passion for long-range precision marksmanship and teaching it to others. So, on this most recent deployment of mine, I was sitting in Team House early one morning having a cup of coffee, kind of thinking on what I want to do when I retire. And I came to the conclusion that I want to teach long-range precision marksmanship. Whether that's teaching military or law enforcement snipers, hunters, competitive shooters, or enthusiasts. I just knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I reached out to Phil because he'd been in my shoes. He did just that. And I asked him for some guidance. And he pointed me in the right direction. So upon returning from that deployment, I started competing in PRS and NRL style matches to hone my skill set, learn modern techniques, and seek out any and all opportunities to teach and help others, which led me here to the cadre. And I'm very excited to work with each and every one of you in Alaska this coming summer. And on behalf of Phil, Matt, and I want to say thank you again for choosing us as your source of instruction. Keep an eye out for an email coming soon with more information about the course, as well as a recommended gear list to help set you up for success. Until then, take care and train hard.